Cheers, my degenerate gamblers. Today we're drinking some wine, celebrating the Ohio State win. Getting ready for Hate Week next week, but we are all eyes focused on Week 12 of the NFL. We're doing our picks. We got a pick 'em today. We got a couple touchdown parlays. We got a couple QB yards. We got a couple tight end receiving yards. We got a couple wide receiver receiving yards, and we got a couple rushing yards. So we have 11 picks tomorrow for the 1 o'clock and the 4 o'clock games. And then I'll get back on in the middle of the 4 o'clock games and we'll give our Sunday night football prediction. And then I think I also might do Monday night football prediction because I will be at a Blue Jackets game. So Monday night is not going to be a workout for us on the live stream or on the video. So we're going to get into it. We've been 8 of 12 in the past 3 or 4 days. So we're hitting at a really good rate. We're making some profit. Hope you guys are following along on the Instagram. Hope you're following along on the YouTube. So we're making money together. So let's get right into it. We're gonna go with our game pick today at plus 292 odds. So very low odds. So bet high. We're going the Jags minus 2.5 versus Arizona. The Jags are really solid. I think with the Houston win on Thursday night, they are kind of like shitting their pants a little bit just because they need to keep pace with the Houston Texans to get that last wild card spot. Um, so I think they're going to come out swinging. And I think Arizona's kind of just you're just beating the dead horse at this point. So many injuries and stuff like that. Um, Next thing is going to be New England minus 4.5 alternate spread versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati again beating a dead horse. It's really bad this year. No Joe Burrow. New England's got that exciting white, Mr. Drake May. We love him. We're always hitting with him, and he'll come on later on for our quarterback yards parlay. But we're gonna take that alternate spread minus 4.5. I think right now the line has it at like minus 10, but I think that's too ridiculous since it's at Cincinnati. It's a hard place to play, but I think New England will get the job done and win by a touchdown. Um, Seattle minus 6.5 versus Tennessee. Again, Tennessee kind of dog shit, really dog shit. I think they're getting Cam Ward back, maybe. So that might be a little bit of a woo yay for them. But I mean, you have Jackson Smith and Jigba, you have Kenneth Walker, you have Charbonnet, you have Sam Darnold, Cooper Cup. You got endless weapons on that Seattle team. They're hungry after that loss to LA last week. So I think they're going to come in. The line was set at minus 13.5. There's no way they're going to score more than 2 touchdowns on them. But I'm going to put that at the alternate spread at minus 6.5. So I think we're winning by a touchdown. All right. Let's get right into our touchdown parlay for the day. Um, and we're going to go with Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne Jr. for a touchdown for the Jags. And then we're going to go Quinshon Judkins for a touchdown. I mean, the Raiders defense kind of sucks. So that should be a very easy. He should have a big game, big touchdown as well. And then we're going to go Bijan Robinson. The Saints aren't as good as they once were on their defense. And I'm looking for Bijan to be in the backfield and also in the passing game. He should be heavy favorite to get that touchdown. It's going to be a plus 468 parlay. So not throwing a huge money at it maybe, but couple bucks, maybe like $5 to $10. I think that's what we're gonna do. And then we got the second parlay is gonna be Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, they're going against the Giants. The Giants have a really deflated secondary. So I'm looking forward to him getting in the end zone. Jackson Smith and Jigba, he didn't get in last week. He was kind of the one guy that we had needed to get in last week, and he didn't. But I think we're gonna have a little bounce back game. Again, they're going against the Titans, so I think that's gonna be really nice for him to get a bounce back game. And then Jonathan Taylor, that dude scores almost 3 touchdowns a game against a team. So the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, you have enough weapons to stop him, but I don't think you're stopping him for 4 quarters. I'm sorry, he's getting to the end zone. That's 488 odds. So I'm gonna throw that same amount of money that you're throwing on the first one to the second one, and we're gonna hit some big ones today. Going into our quarterback yards. We're gonna go 190 for Trevor Lawrence. Again, Arizona. They have a better secondary than you think, but so that's why I went a little bit lower. But I think you're gonna have guys like ETN on screens and stuff like that. He's gonna have to hit 190 to win that game. Geno Smith at 170. I mean, the Browns, they don't have a great secondary like they used to. I know Denzel Ward is still playing, but you got so many more, and Brock Bowers is very good. So like, Denzel Ward is not covering Brock Bowers. And then you got 210 for Dak Prescott. Um, that's a 175 odds for the whole thing. I think Dak he's going to need to throw the ball a lot to beat the Philadelphia defense. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Our second one is going to be a Drake May 230. Drake May has been super consistent. Again, Cincinnati has a horrible defense, one of the worst defenses in the league. So I'm assuming Drake May is just going to start firing in the end zone, finding players. We're going to be spreading the ball around, getting some love to everybody. Then we're going to go Sam Darnold 220. Again, they're playing Tennessee. Not a great secondary. Jackson Smith should have over 100 yards this game. I'm not betting that, but we're gonna we're gonna hope that he does because he's on my fantasy team too, and I'll probably put in a quick little prop bet of him eventually. And then Caleb Williams over 200 yards. I think that's a very safe pick for him. He's been over 230 almost every single game. He's very good. That's a plus 288 or 228 odds. So we're gonna fire big on both those quarterback picks. Our tight end picks. We're gonna go David Njoku, 25 yards. I think I like that a lot. You got Shador Sanders playing, so that kind of scares me a little bit. But he'll also be a safety valve for Shador if he needs to get out of the pocket, get the ball out in time. He's gonna give it to Njoku because Njoku has the best reliable hands. Then we're gonna go 25 for Jake Ferguson. I mean that line is crazy low for him. So honestly, if I do a best pick of the day for prop, that's where I'm going with because I mean he's getting the ball. There's no way he's not getting the ball. And then I'm gonna go 40 plus receiving yards for Kyle Pitts. Again, Saints don't have that great of a defense. You got Kirk Cousins coming in back into play. They're going to throw it to Pitts a little bit more just to get that safety valve. And I think that's the best bet that we're going to have. That's plus 419. So make what you do with that. I'm going to throw some like $5, $10 on that. And then we're going to do Hunter Henry, um, 25 yards. Again, Drake May against Cincinnati. The tight ends like to eat. So very easy line for that. And then the things that are going to sell is probably Mark Andrews. He's going to sell at 25 yards. Um, I mean, that's a super realistic line for him. I think he's been averaging almost above 25. So I think that's what we like. Um, then we're gonna go Tyler Warren plus 40 yards. Again, I think against Kansas City, throw it to the tight end, be a safe, play it safe, and then we're gonna go Travis Kelsey with 50 yards. That's a 345, a little bit more conservative, but I think that's a very safe pick as well. I think I'm gonna profit booster that too as well. For receiving yards for our receivers, we're gonna go Wilson. We're gonna go Wilson at 50 yards. I think Wilson is very, very talented, and I think that should hit. Um, let's take a look at actually if they will hit because these guys suck. Michael Wilson. I mean they're gonna need to throw the ball to beat Jacksonville. So I think Michael Wilson, not Garrett Wilson, Michael Wilson is gonna ball out. He had like 170 yards last week. I mean, can't make that shit up. I mean, he's good, and I think that's a very safe pick. We're gonna go Jerry Judy plus 25. Again, I would put him plus 40 if I was confident in Shador. I'm not confident in Shador. He's so trash, and I don't think he's gonna hit anything over like 150 yards. So we're gonna be safety valve Jerry Judy, and then we're gonna go CD Lamb for 60 plus. again, I don't. The lines are super easy for that. We're almost about minus 200 on all of them for a plus 242 line for that pick. Um, again, throw like $10 on that shit. Like it's super easy. That should be a lock. And then our second one is going to be St. Brown at 70 receiving yards. I mean, they're going against the Giants, so I'm assuming he gets hot early. They get him the ball early. They get some scores, um, and we're good with that. And then we got Keyshawn Booty, 25. He's coming off injury, um, but I think he was one of the more reliable deep threat targets for May. And they're playing a Cincinnati team who doesn't have great corners or anything like that. So again, feed them the ball. It's everybody eats today. And then we're gonna go DK, not DK Metcalf, but DK on the Titans for 25 yards plus. I mean he's one of the better players for the Titans. So Cam Ward needs to find him if they want to even have a shot at Seattle. And then we're gonna go Xavier Worthy 25. I think that's an easy hit. One reception, he can make a move with his legs. So I like that. That's a plus 436 prop. But we're throwing like $5 on that shit. So we're gonna hit that big. We're gonna go for our final rushing attempts. We're gonna go Alvin Kamara plus 50. I mean, like against the Falcons, they don't have a great defense, so Kamara, looking for Kamara to get the ball, kind of slow the game down for the Saints. I think that's the best they can do. We're gonna go Javonte Williams plus 50. Again, it's a little tricky with the Eagles defense, but I mean he breaks a couple. We're doing good. They're probably gonna give him like 15 to 20 touches in the game, so we just need him to start averaging like 3 touches or 3 yards per carry. We're gonna go Judkins 60. They're gonna have to keep it on the ground as well with Shador being new. I don't think the Raiders have that good of a defense. They have a good pass protection defense or pass rush defense, not really the running game. And then we're gonna go Ashton Genty 50. Again, I think that's gonna be a really ground and pound game as well. And for our last pick, we just have a three-legger. Oh, that previous pick was plus 423. And we're putting like $5-10 on that as well. The last pick, we're gonna put a good amount on that. Jameer Gibbs, 70 yards. We're gonna go Kenneth Walker, 50 yards, and DeAndre Swift, 50 yards. I think that's just safe as it gets. So we're really hoping that hits. And then tonight we're really hoping Houston can hit that money line. We're hoping that Cade Cunningham and Jalen Brunson and Carl Anthony Towns can hit their prop bets for tonight. The over goals. Actually, yeah, the over goals that doesn't start until 7, so we can send this out. We're doing Tampa Bay versus Washington over 5.5 goals. Colorado versus Nashville over 5.5 goals, and Dallas versus Calgary over 5.5 goals. Again, a lot of them are high scoring games. So let's hit those very nicely. And then hopefully we can hit some prop bets with our hockey players. And then yeah, I mean we're looking good today. We're looking good. I think this is exciting. What we're doing with our YouTube stuff like that and our Instagram. I mean, you guys have seen um, what we've been doing, especially on Instagram. You've seen like how much we've been making. So all in good fun, all for the wedding. But yeah, so again, make sure you follow, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll probably come out with maybe a couple more tonight. I might do a short video and post it on my Instagram, and maybe do a short video with like the game picks, and maybe do like a 6 leg parlay for all the glory for our NFL Week 12 picks. But other than that, it has been really good so far. We've hit really nice parlays. Hopefully we can hit some more, and maybe we could do some new challenges and stuff like that. But again, make sure you're following the Discord. Make sure it's in the bio. Make sure you're following the Instagram. That should be in the bio. And make sure you are liking and subscribing to this video. But thank you guys. See you later.